So what do we need to be doing? As an individual, we need to be doing our inner work, having emotional literacy, embracing mindfulness, and also like shadow integrity, fully integrating our shadow and understanding that our shadow is only a compilation, a collective of things that people told us that we should not be, where they rejected who we are, and we have not fully grasped those parts of us because we feel like there's something wrong with those. And also lifelong learning, like we're always learning something, and when learning gets exhausting is because you're learning something that does not feel true to your soul. Building community, like cooperating instead of competing, and like local food and energy sources, like really coming, this is a time when we're supposed to be coming into unity oneness, and people are supposed to be gathering together as communities, and set creating areas that are food resources and water resources and energy resources beyond the powers that be, so that we can rebuild and have something that's resilient on the ground. This is also a time when globally we're supposed to be ecologically setting agreements in place that allows to that supports our awakening and expansion. Also having like expanding on technology. Technology has been slow. We've been believing. We've been working from a place of stagnicity and a slower pace because it keeps us from fully like advancing as we want to, and now we're rejecting technology that can help us to expand. So really figuring out how to de-police and demilitarize space and AI ethics, like really being free to find out, like we're in fear of what might happen, but we're not in fear of what could happen. And we should be more like embracing what could happen so that we could be in a better place. And then spiritually and culturally, we need to re-sacralize nature, like reintegrate faith in a different way. All right, interfaith dialogues and educating that blends science and ethics, like religion, spirituality, and science all go together. Mathematics, they all go together. Language, they all go together. These have been broken into parts to keep us from fully being whole. Learning things individually has kept us from fully being whole. Like Latin, the breaking down of words and their meanings. That was at one time it was a forbidden language because it made us more whole. It helped us to understand all aspects. That Latin is something that can be used through any subject and help you to better understand words. Like when I was in medical terminology, it was nothing but Latin, helping me to understand what the muscles and bones and different conditions of the body was. And that is something that is sacred, but it has been demonized. And for a long time, it was not taught in schools and to people because it was told that it was a forbidden language, and it was forbidden because of the knowledge that it held. So this is a time when we're supposed to really be like locking into higher patterns of understanding, and not going back to self-destructive things that stagnate us and keep us from fully embracing who we are spiritually and cosmically, and who we are within Source Creator, like who we are in our purpose. Like we were never taught in school who we were. There was not a class that taught us how to maximize on all that we were, our purpose, and all that we could be. We were taught to be what would hold on to this narrative, what would support the great amnesia lie, what people were supposed to believe in order to make this a more sustainable community built on lies, not for us to live in truth, not for us to embrace equally the divine feminine, divine masculine in us, the shadow masculine, the shadow feminine in us. All of those shadows, that light and dark stuff, that light and shadow stuff, that's all categories, that's all constructs put in place to keep you from fully just looking at things from the most simplistic way. Like when it's simplistic, when you can study and teach and understand the big picture, there's no good and bad, there's no light and dark. There are things that are working in a way that it believes that it needs to work, that may be feeling like it's negative towards you, but it's not about you, it's about what they want. And if you're focusing on what you want, you can't see what they want. You might be able to feel some of the projection from it, but nothing can hold you. Nothing can block you. Nothing can keep you from what you're supposed to do if you focused on what it is that you're doing, what it is that you would like to see, and fully align with Source Creator. We don't know that Source is good or bad. We don't know that Source is light, dark, or shadow. We have no idea because it's beyond those descriptions. And the reason that Latin is a forbidden language is because it explains so much. The vibration of the syllables holds so much power within Latin. Holds so much power. This was understood. Things that hold power, you being whole, holds power. Things that hold power are the thing that is forbidden and rejected. And when you get that, that's when you expand.